Hello, and welcome back to Gooseberry Homestead. So, today we are going to be making a taco flavored Right
Seitan.
here, I have 1 cup of gluten and we will
flour.
be putting in the rest of the ingredients now. I am going to be using 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast, tablespoon of ground mushroom powder, 1 tablespoon of soy protein powder, and I'm also going to be adding in some cornstarch because I don't like to waste cornstarch that I already have purchased. So after I am completely out of my cornstarches that I have in my pantry, I will be going to like potato starch or a non-GMO variety. I do not believe this is GMO free. I would probably bet that it is 100% pure GMO. But I'm going to go ahead and use this because I'm not going to waste anything from my pantry. So I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of cornstarch into it. I'm going to be adding in this for our liquids. And I have a little bit of water on the side, about 1/4 of a cup of water as well, just in case we need it. And then I have my gluten flour in case I need to add a little bit more of the dry ingredients after this. But this is an 8-ounce package of taco seasoning and it is all liquid inside. So I'm going to put this in, and then I have another ingredient I want to add as well. So I'm going to go ahead, actually, before I add this, I'm just going to mix up all of those dry ingredients together so it's well combined. And go ahead and go check out Connie's YouTube channel. She has really awesome vegan recipes and she's been really inspiring me to get creative in the kitchen to create more plant-based meals in my home, and I really love her channel, so you guys should go check her out. She actually has inspired me in making this seitan, and I've been experimenting on my own as well. Now, I originally came across her videos and started getting into it, and then I checked out Pinterest, and I've seen a lot of really great recipes for seitan there, and then I've seen other people's videos. So she's not the only one that does recipes with seitan with all these extra additives, but she's the one that has really inspired me, so therefore I am going to be quoting back to her channel, so you guys can go check out all of Connie's awesome recipes and stuff that she has on her channel, which is really great. She has some really amazing cheeses as well, so you guys need to go check out her channel. And so anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in the wet ingredients now. Just going to squeeze it out. It looks like barbecue sauce. It smells really good. Oh, this is going to be really flavorful, you guys. I'm excited to see how this turns out. Now, I didn't make this beforehand. This is just something I decided to go ahead and make a video of me making it, even though I haven't actually made this seitan before. And so I have, though, used a cornstarch before, and I liked how it turned out. And I have some potato starch too in my pantry, but I want to use up all that cornstarch and get it out of my pantry. But I'm not going to waste it and throw it away, even though it's GMO, probably. I'm not going to say that it isn't GMO or that it is GMO, but it probably is. All right, I have a little bit of extra nutritional yeast on my counter here. Just going to toss that in there. All right, I'm going to move this aside. Now, I have this little ingredient here, this Maggi sauce seasoning. It's great in like soups and stuff. I'm just going to experiment with you guys. I'm just going to add a couple little splashes of that in there. Just a few. Not a lot, just a tiny bit. This flavoring is amazing in soups. Love it. I don't know if it's vegan or anything like that, but yeah, it's really great. I think you might be able to find it at Walmart. Sometimes you can find them in the Asian food stores as well. All right, so now I'm just going to use this, and I'm just going to start mixing this up. And it's not like water consistency, so I probably will have to add some water in this now. Now I have 1/4 of a cup of water, but I think I'm actually going to need more. So I'm going to get a go ahead and add in a half of a cup of water. And I still have my 1/4 of a cup off to the side here of water, just in case I need it. Oh, this smells really good, you guys. And it's true. What everybody has said when you make your seitans, it's really good when you let your seitan rest a day. It has much better flavor. All right, I'm actually going to need more water. It looks like maybe actually, you guys, I keep saying another whole cup when I meant another whole half a cup. All right. All right, I'm going to go ahead and at this point, I'm just going to use my hands. Because I have found that using my hands, oh, I'm spreading out the gluten flour at the bottom. I have found that when I use my hands, I end up with like a better seitan. Because I can feel how much moisture's in it and how much more moisture I'm going to need. Well, I feel like I'm going to need another half cup. I think this whole recipe is going to actually end up being like a cup and a half. I don't think that 1/4 of a cup's going to do it, but let's go ahead and try the 4th cup. It might just do the trick. I might not need another half cup. Oh, that did the trick. It's sounding squishy. And I'm just going to get both hands in this little bowl here. I'm just going to squish it around. Super squishy sounding. It's not very quiet because I'm talking really loud. So it's not ASMR quality here. But I guess if you just have the quiet and don't talk, then you can get the squishy ASMR sounding. Now my mushroom powder that I used is not finely ground, and so therefore it's not going to be quite as fine as what Connie's is, but she gave everybody how she does. Well, blah, can't talk, guys. She has actually explained how she makes her mushroom powder. Basically, to make it, you just, you know, put it in a blender and you just blend it up until it's powder. She does hers a little bit longer than mine. My mushroom powder isn't fine, so it actually kind of creates a texture inside the meat. And I like that. My kids have been really enjoying it. I have 2 children that are autistic spectrum disorder. And they don't have, well, my oldest son has Fragile X syndrome. And then we just got lucky and had another child with, he got diagnosed with Asperger's. But the way he acts, I wonder if it's like, he might also have a touch of Tourette's with it, possibly, because his first diagnosis was ADHD. And then a couple of years ago, when he was about 12 years old, they diagnosed him while we were stationed in Germany. They diagnosed him with Asperger's because he was having fits at school and throwing himself to the ground, and he didn't even seem to care that his peers were even around him. And so he actually went through a phase while we lived in Germany where he didn't want to eat meat. And so I started back then experimenting with making seitan then. He didn't really care for it at that point. And so now though he's loving it. And so whenever I make vegan meats, he is all about it, you guys. He just wants to eat it. And then my older son, he has actually started eating it too. He really liked, I had made a taco flavored seitan a couple weeks ago, but I used a soy paste from Walmart that I had found. And I went back the other day and they didn't have it anymore, because I'm looking for the white miso and I haven't been able to find it in any of the stores around me. And so there's one more store up the street. I might need to go there and check it out. I guess I don't know where to look. So anyways, so here's our log. I'm just going to go ahead and set it in my pan right here. I'm just going to let this sit for about, maybe 45 minutes to an hour, and I'm just gonna let it rest. And we'll come back with a broth and show you what I'm going to be doing while our seitan rests. We are going to go ahead and start making our broth that it will simmer in. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a cup, and we're going to put about 3 to 4 cups of water in this pan. It's a, so I'm going to go ahead. I think I'm going to make I'm going to put about 4 cups, close to 4 cups. And I haven't been getting a full cup every time. I've been getting about 3/4 of a cup. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and put in just a little bit more. Okay, so that's close to 4 cups. And then we will chop up an onion, and we will put an onion in. So I have my onion chopped up, just roughly. It's nothing special. Just going to put it in the pan. That's a half an onion, half a medium-sized onion. Then I'm going to toss in about 3 of these garlics, any garlic that you like. And then I am going to use 3 of the veggie cubes. So here are my veggie cubes. One of them crumbled up quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and crumble them all up so it's a little bit easier for it to dissolve in the water. Now you can also use one of Connie's recipes that she has for her seasoning. She has a great chicken recipe, and she has a really great beefless recipe as well for making your own bouillons. So go check out her stuff. I haven't actually made up the beef one yet or the chicken. So I really want to do those ones. So I have those options as well. But we're just going to go ahead and put in the veggie bouillon now. And this is what the package looks like, so you can see. So it's one of my German bouillon cubes that I have. I think I only have 1 more of those cubes left, so I might just go ahead and add that now. I'm just going to crumble it up in my hand. There we go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of this Maggi sauce again and just put just a couple dashes in. Just like that. A little bit really flavors a lot in your recipes. All right, so now at this point, I'm ready to go ahead and put it on the stove and start boiling this and getting it to a simmer. Actually, I'm going to add in 1 bay leaf. I really like how the bay leaf adds flavor. So I'm just going to use my spoon here, and I'm just going to mix this around a little bit. Make a mess just a little bit. Splashing myself. All right, I mean, just a little bit of flavor goes a long way, you guys. You don't have to get overcomplicated with your stuff. See, our family is on a very limited budget, and so I just tried to use the minimal amount of ingredients that I possibly can, but also making it flavorful. And so garlic and onions is a great way to go for extra flavor. And then I just happen to have these cubes left, so I was gonna go ahead, I used those up, and now I only have left in my cupboard. I do have actually chicken bouillon and I have beef bouillon. If I make any more seitans, I will use that up. However, I will note that if I do a recipe and you guys can opt out of adding those in, because like I've said before, I'm not vegan. I am transitioning into more of a vegetarian lifestyle. However, I will occasionally eat meat, so I'm not going to omit my chicken flavoring or my beef flavoring. However, I will let you guys know what I'm using in my recipes, and then what you guys can use in your recipes as an alternative. You know, you guys, this is just real life, and I'm being honest with you. I'm not going to say that I will become full vegan or that I won't become vegan, but I'm keeping it open, okay? There for a while I was saying I won't become vegan. I was telling my husband, don't worry, I'm not going to become vegan, but I really don't want to roll that out for health reasons primarily. And so at this point, this is my stage in life. This is where I'm at, but I have not used any animal products at all in what I am doing here today. This is all vegan, vegetarian. And so, yeah. So now that this broth is mixed up here, I'm going to go ahead and put it onto the stove, and I am going to get it heated up. All right. So we are at a rolling boil with veggie stock, and it's steaming up my camera on my phone. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to turn it down to simmer on low, between low and number 2 on my settings on my stove. So I placed the meat into the water, and now I'm going to put the lid on and let it simmer for 45 minutes to an hour, turning it occasionally as it steams inside of here. The seitan, and I pulled it out of the pan and placed it on a little cutting board. And when I had put it in the pan, it was like more of a loaf like this. And I just took my spatula and flattened it down a little bit. And now it'll be better, like, say tomorrow in flavor. I'm going to go ahead and cut it open so you can see it. I really like using cheesecloth normally. And it kind of just keeps it together so it has a less spongy texture. But the texture is not too awfully bad. It's really There's some areas that are a little bit more dense. But I like cooking it with cheesecloth to keep the consistency better, but because I'm going to be preparing this chopped up and cubed, I don't really mind the texture so much, and it'll firm up in the fridge. I'm just going to go ahead and cube a little bit for my lunch right now, and I'm only going to take just a little bit of it, and I'm going to push this over just a little bit, and I'm just going to cube it. I'm going to put it in my noodles. And I've been able to get a little bit less spongy consistency before with my meats. But I found that when I wrap it with cheesecloth, it restricts it from expanding as much when I'm cooking it. And so I need to go and get some more cheesecloth so that I can do that. And then it makes the texture on the inside a little less spongy and a little bit more firm. Thanks for watching my video, and go ahead and try this out. I would probably suggest adding 3 tablespoons of flour like Connie adds into her recipes. That also helps with denseness, and I forgot to put that in this meat. But I'm still going to use it. It's still going to be great. So anyways, you guys, thanks so much for watching my video. Like and subscribe. Click that bell button to see more videos like this, and have a great day. Bye!